When people think of success, wealth or income is the first thing that comes to their mind. Of course, our health is our wealth, but being healthy is just not enough. Money is the go-to thing that the maximum number of people aim for. But have you ever wondered how this concept of putting value to a printed piece of paper was developed, and how do you think they traded in the past? Welcome to Moments in History, where we cover your favorite parts of history. And in today's video, we will be looking at the currencies of ancient Greece. Before jumping right to Greece, let's go back in time to see how money was invented. The piece of paper that we use today is a very recent or new concept, but the development of money started in ancient Egypt. You might be wondering how. Well, you should have heard about the pyramids in Egypt from anywhere, unless you are living under a rock. Do you think the pyramids were built on their own? The laborers worked hard day and night for the construction of those great shapes, which has not been destroyed after several years. The cause of inventing money occurred around the 3rd century. When it became hard to give wages to the laborers, the Egyptian kings decided to hand valuable stones, coins made of gold and silver, to the laborers as their wage. They could trade that coin for food and clothing, and this is from where this concept was started. Money now has entered its 4th phase. In the first phase, any valuable items were considered money. In the second phase, coins were introduced. After long years and the establishment of government, they gave value to the paper, which allowed citizens to exchange that for anything they wanted under the price range. And now the money has entered a new phase of electronic currency. Now that you have understood the origination of money, let's talk about the currencies in ancient Greece. The earliest form of currency in ancient Greece was the oxide-shaped ingot, which was used as a medium of exchange in the 8th century BC. These ingots were made of bronze, and their value was based on weight. Over time, coins were introduced as a more convenient and portable form of currency. The first coins in ancient Greece were made of electrum, a natural alloy of gold and silver, and were stamped with a design to indicate their value. In ancient Greece, there were several currencies in use. One of the most well-known currencies was the drachma, which was used from the 7th century BC until the mid-4th century BC. The drachma was a silver coin and was the main currency used for daily transactions. Another coin used in ancient Greece was the obol, which was a smaller silver coin worth 1/6 of a drachma. Besides the use of coins, they used to use other means of currency, known as barter. The barter system was a popular system of trading goods. It was a simple system of exchanging one good for another, and it is the easiest and most simple form of trading between two persons. For example, imagine there is a farmer who grows wheat in his field. Now imagine another farmer who grew sunflower seeds. What do you think the two farmers will do? Change their crops? No. Instead, they will trade their products with each other so both of them can fulfill their needs. However, the barter system also had its disadvantages, such as the difficulty of determining fair trade values and the inconvenience of carrying goods around for trade. Let's go back to the example to explain better. The two farmers would trade oil and wheat equally, 1 liter oil and 1 liter wheat. Normally, oil is more expensive compared to wheat, so the second farmer would be at a loss. I think you get it now, don't you? Despite these drawbacks, the barter system played a significant role in shaping the social and cultural aspects of ancient Greek society, and it continues to be an important part of history. As trade and commerce continued to flourish in ancient Greece, the need for a more advanced currency system became apparent. Coins were a great start, but they weren't enough to keep up with the demands of the growing economy. And so, the Greeks turned to tokens made of different materials like clay, bronze, and lead. These tokens weren't just used for everyday transactions though. They were also used for taxes, tribute, and payments to officials. It's fascinating to think about how these small pieces of clay or metal played such a crucial role in ancient Greek society. They were like the first form of digital currency, keeping track of who owed what to whom and for what purpose. Now we have looked over all of the currencies in ancient Greece. Now let's learn how they saved money. As trade and commerce took a step further and started to develop, people began to accumulate wealth, and they needed safe and secure places to store their money. This led to the development of a banking system, where people could deposit their money and receive loans with interest. Yes, did you think banking systems was a result of modernization? It was developed in ancient times. To your surprise, there were temple banks in Greece. You heard it. Let's get deeper. One of the most well-known banks in ancient Greece was the Bank of Athens, which was founded in the 5th century BC. The bank provided loans to individuals, businesses, and the government, and it also served as a safe deposit box for people's valuables. The bank had a number of branches throughout Greece, and it was known for its reliability and efficiency. People could deposit their money and valuables at the bank and receive a receipt, which they could use to withdraw their money or valuables later on. The bank also provided loans to people who needed money for various purposes, such as starting a business, buying a house, or paying for a wedding. The Bank of Athens was not the only bank in ancient Greece, however. There were also other banks, such as the Bank of Delos and the Bank of Rhodes, which provided similar services. These banks played an important part in the development of Greek economy and society, as they allowed people to accumulate wealth and invest in their businesses and communities. In addition to banks, people in ancient Greece also used other methods to save their money. One of the most common methods was to bury their money in the ground or hide it in their homes. This was a risky method, however, as there was always the risk of theft or loss due to natural disasters such as earthquakes. But we have seen it in the movies that reflect the history. Another method that people used to save their money was to invest in real estate. Land was a valuable commodity in ancient Greece, and people who owned land could rent it out or sell it for a profit. This allowed people to accumulate wealth and secure their financial future. In conclusion, people in ancient Greece saved their money by using a variety of methods, including banking, burying their money, and investing in real estate. The development of the banking system played an important role in the growth of the Greek economy and society, as it allowed people to accumulate wealth and invest in their businesses and communities. Despite the risks and challenges, people in ancient Greece found creative and innovative ways to save their money and secure their financial future. The development in finance and business in today's society is highly influenced by the currencies and banking systems in the past. Not only from the ancient Greeks. Imagine a life without money. Even people with no job need money to survive. Money has become very much complex and advanced in the modern world with banking systems and world government. As we know, the value of currency of one country is higher or lower compared to value of money from other countries. Various factors affect the value of money in a certain country. But we should appreciate all the great things ancient Greece has developed in the past that became the inspiration for this modern world we are living in. Can you imagine a world without money? Everything would have been completely different and undervalued. Anyways, that concludes today's video. I hope you learned what you wanted to from this video. And if you think this video was worth your time, make sure to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more contents of history. If you want to look more into the history of ancient Greece, you can check out our other videos on our channel. And with that, have a good day. Bye.